Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Lune Innate, and today I'm creating a little bit of a different video for you. I wanted to share my friend launched a tarot card deck, and she's going to be hosting a giveaway for the deck. So I was just going to show it to you, but the video anyway, let me introduce the video first. We're going to be doing a bit of a pick a card combined with energy work. So I'm basically going to be showing you three stones to choose from, which are representative of pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And from there, I'm going to show you some piles, speak to the piles a little bit, and then proceed to do some channeled energy work and ASMR trigger to support the theme of what is revealed, essentially. So we've done pick a cards before, but I wanted to do it a little bit more different, a little bit differently, to really bring in that ASMR quality and just, play, experiment. I know my room isn't great yet. The lighting isn't perfect yet for me. So just bear with me as I still get used to my room here. But just to introduce the deck, if you would like to be entered into the giveaway from my friend Angela Mary Magick and her Moon Baby Magick Tarot, all you have to do is go down below into the description of this video, follow the link to one of her videos on YouTube, and leave a comment there saying that you would like to be entered into the drawing or into her giveaway, essentially. So it's pretty late here. It's nearly midnight, and there's still cars outside, okay? I know a lot of you tell me not to apologize. Other people complain though, right? So I just want to acknowledge I can't control that. And of course, if you just want to purchase the deck yourself and not really go into the giveaway, I'll put a link to the deck itself as well, right? So it comes in this cardboard, a little, I don't want to say rustic, but a little bit raw, very cool case. And it also comes with this super cute little, I love the style, the ring, or what do you call this? I know the word for it. The binding. And just give you some little pieces of information or support to reflect on the cards that you draw. And the deck itself comes in this gorgeous little kind of magenta, pink, silky, satiny bag, sachet. These cards are quite jumpy for me whenever I've used them, and I've only had them for a little while, but they always are like jumping out. It's really cool. so let's get into our pick a card, of course. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I just want to light a candle and set an intention. Have some sandalwood, I believe. Yeah. Incense matches. And I'm just going to light this candle I have balancing. Can you tell I've waited tables before? Oh, I almost knocked the head off. I'm just going to light this on behalf of the highest and greatest good and perfect comfort and alignment. The intention I want to set, of course, is for relaxation, for soothing, but more in alignment or more specific to our little time together today. My intention is to, hope that whatever crystal you choose, if you do choose to participate, that not only do you get the most supportive message or guidance or clarity or whatever it is specifically for you to, gain from the cards and the experience, but also for the energy work that we're combining with this to be supportive, again, in alignment with your highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment for you, and whatever you might need, and just support that way, alright? Okay, I'm just gonna set this over here. We did order like a little table-y kind of thing for back here, so I like to kind of come in and out, Alright, so pile number 1, the stone for you potentially to choose is the blue opal. I particularly like this one as it's still attached here to the matrix, and I think it just gives a really cool look to the stone itself, like the bottom of the ocean, the light waves. Alright, so blue opal, okay? So pretty. Alright, pile number 2. The stone I've chosen for this is azurite. It's not the easiest to see in this light. Let me grab a candle. And please forgive my stomach sounds. I've been maybe moving a lot of energy myself lately. But this has the most gorgeous blue colors and markings in it. It's truly, truly, truly beautiful. A very powerful stone. Hope you're able to tune in a little bit and see. This is a tumble piece that I got from Monk and Moon. And I'm not exactly sure where I got the blue opal. Probably a shop on Etsy. pile number 3. This is a golden Herkimer. So it's a Herkimer diamond with these gorgeous golden markings, inclusions. Very high vibrational stone, incredibly high vibrational. Although I will say I find it to be more grounding than a plain Herkimer as opposed to a golden. Just gonna bring it back. Okay, so tune in, see what vibes feel best from which stone: blue opal, azurite, and Herkimer, golden Herkimer. Alright, so for pile 1, I've chosen 3 cards. Well, I've pulled them, I didn't choose them. We have the 4 of Capes and self-soothe with a waning gibbous and a fox and what looks like a flower or star shape formation of rose quartz. We have another 4, the 4 of lasers, some food, or I always think this is food. It's more of an offering. It's got pomegranate, onion, garlic, ginger, so things of vitality, antioxidants, ritual. And then we have the 6 of lasers and adulation with honeycomb and 6 flowers. So your message, excuse me, your message is speaking of taking care of yourself and learning methods that really help you cope, help you to kind of tune in with yourself or reestablish your own equilibrium of sorts. That might be working with crystals, that might be connecting with nature, it might be doing guided meditations. But we do have, of course, the opportunity or the invitation here to perform some kind of ritual of self-soothing, whether that might be a bath or some type of affirmation, counting, tapping. There's so many things that we can bring in, but to make truly a ritual of your self-soothing and adulation. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I feel like I'm not. Adulation. This, what is the word? This, holding yourself in such high regard and esteem to really fall in love with yourself and kind of bring all your focus essentially back to you. So, to wrap it all up here, we've got this guidance to work on your self-soothing methods and bring magic or ritual or ritualistic tendencies if you find yourself to be that type who likes things a particular way. Tuning into the moon cycles, of course, tuning into what might be going on with the moon, drawing from any form of correspondence to bring in ritual, but also to tune in with yourself and bring that focus back to you so that you are on. There is no pedestal other than the one you put yourself on. And I don't mean that in an egoic way. I mean that more in the you are the priority. You must be, right? So I hope that message speaks. And for our energy work for you guys, we're just going to focus on some personal attention, if you will, in terms of the ASMR trigger, and connecting, right? And just focusing, channeling, setting that intention to channel the energy of the universe, the ever-present, overabundant, completely unlimited energy of source, of electromagnetism, of chi, of prana, of vitality, vital force, of light, and call it through and direct it. Just soothe, comfort, support yourself. And we're just focusing on these waves, kind of washing over you, these waves of support, of knowing that you can always calm yourself down. You always know what is most right for you and what you might need in any given moment. And when I speak of ritual, I don't mean to pronounce that as can I pronounce it? Monotonous? Oh, goodness. I swear I know the word in my head anyway. But to be inspired by yourself, to be inspired by what's going on in your life, and bring that in, particularly with your foods, or your tinctures, or your smoothie or tea, whatever it might be for you, to make a ritual of adding, even just of taking your vitamins and caring for yourself, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical well-being, your spiritual well-being. Right? We're just going to focus on activating those receptors, activating that intelligence, that knowing, that devotion of self within you, to put this in the forefront, to draw this to the front of your consciousness, of your personal priorities, right? And of course honoring your free will here always, and it's all about you. You want to release anything that's kind of put someone else ahead of you, right? Or something. We want to be living for us. And that sounds so selfish, right? We can twist any word around to make it sound selfish, but anything can be argued. And that's not what it's about. It's not about saying, this is only my world, or I'm the only one that matters. That can sound a bit not right, but on a higher perspective, or what I'm trying to say anyway, is that by you putting yourself first, by you doing the things you need to do for yourself, because you've gone through something, because you just need it. You don't need a reason, you just need it. By a fact that's not just supporting you, it's supporting the people you engage with, it's supporting the people who learn from you by example, it's supporting the good tree of life, if you will. I'm seeing ice creams, like ice cream cones. I'm seeing coffee shops. I'm seeing car washes. Anyone like to hang out in a car wash? Can we make a ritual of that? Put on a song. And celebrate yourself in comfort. That's what we're channeling through. To ignite, to wake up, to call forth your ability to calm yourself whenever you need. To tune in and align. Alright. Hope you enjoy pile 1. Pile 2, right? The azurite. have a bit of heavy cards here. So I just want to send a little extra love to you right now, because whomever chose pile 2 seems to be really going through something. So the first card we got was, or is, excuse me, the Hierophant. We've got this gorgeous owl flying through this spiral of jewels. Another waning gibbous, and the words here, the supportive words, are emotional intelligence. So this speaks, of course, of your own tradition, your own value systems, in a sense, not specifically material value systems, but your spiritual, your emotional value systems. Then we have the Devil and Control. And of course we've got Mr. Capricorn sitting there. Or, with a mirror with a lock in it and a heart. And it seems like this control might be coming in because of your discomfort with vulnerability, your discomfort perhaps with intimacy, the intimacy you even have with yourself. And I don't mean strictly from a body perspective when I speak of intimacy, but sharing, vulnerability, connecting, feelings, right? Things like that. And then the other card that we got, the last card, is 5 of Waves with a full moon, and the word is grieve. Not grief, but grieve. And I feel like there just might be for you. Excuse me, I'll bring you back. Did that work? Now it's going to start focusing behind me and I'm going to be all messed up. I have to get used to this space still. But just gazing at the cards a little extra here, it seems like there's this wall potentially that you feel like is going to break down, or it's time to break down. And maybe you're getting closer to someone, maybe you're getting closer to yourself, maybe you're just understanding your patterns more, and how your relationships have been, how your spiritual connection has been, things like that. Where your emotions take you. Do they need to control so much, or do you feel like you need to control so much that you've kind of caused a callus of your emotional connection, or again, vulnerability, or your connections through intimacy, intimate experiences. And when grief comes up, it seems like for many of you it's time to truly let go of some of the things that have prevented you from really connecting with yourself and connecting with others on a really raw level. I understand how scary that is. Trust me, I'm kind of in this boat. As might be my pull here. You know what I mean? Or what I would have chosen perhaps. And there's just something to be said, of course, right, for the honoring of death that comes through as we let go of this need to control, or this kind of calloused shell, or anything like that, or blockages that we put up that prevent us from receiving love or connections or emotional fulfillment or anything along the lines of that. So I would suggest to honor this experience, to take your time to release that if you choose to, if you feel like it is the right time to, of course, and to let yourself grieve. You might feel grief for past experiences. You might grieve the you were before, and as you're stepping into a new phase. But it's all for the best, of course, and it's all good stuff. It's just, sometimes transitions, or real, like some of the deep reflection, we get called out, we get slapped by it, and we have to kind of, it makes us feel like, oh God, like, did I really miss out on all that because I was this way, or because I had this hang up, or because, I don't know, I've got something kind of keeping me, that I have to work on, that I want to work on, that I feel called to work on because I want that intimacy. I want those raw connections, even just with the self, So, in terms of energy work, we're going to bring in these two gorgeous feathers. One was a gift. Thank you so, so much. Well, actually, they're both gifts. I love them both. But we want to just bring in and channel. I'm going to focus on channeling through, again, this ever-abundant, just wealth, streams, unlimited streams of source energy, of love, of activations, compassion, flow, harmony, and temperance. And we're just going to use these feathers as a support to channel and just lighten things up a little bit. I'm just going to shift the focus again. Sorry if I'm driving you nuts. And please forgive my really intense stomach sounds that I just can't seem to stop doing. So just lighten up. We've got all that Capricorn energy in that card. And here we can focus on perhaps the Chariots with these polarizing black and white feathers. Allow that movement, that opportunity for transformation, the lightening, bringing a little air to the fire. Bringing a little magic. A little connection, honoring of all the potential within you, around you, moving through you. Get it moving to support the fanning of the flame within you. The flame that lights and illuminates and helps us to see more clearly. The flame that provides warmth and heat and the melting down, the transformation, the phoenix from the ashes. switching back and forth to kind of, I don't know, work with them each individually. Together. Perhaps some of you who chose this pile might resonate with one of the more recent videos I did on feeling numb. Means there's something in your life, right, calling you to really show up and experience. Alright, so pile 3, the Herkimer, which I got from the Real Crystal Witch. Alright, so the first card that we got here is Death and Transmute. And how sweet, it has a little picture of like a pet. So, you know, some of you may be concerned with or just thinking about a beloved pet, or one maybe you had even in childhood or something like that. We have these beech trees. I'm pretty sure those are beech trees. And again, a leaning gibbous. I hope I said that right in the other ones. But death is a door opening and closing. It's not always so literal, but it might just be something that you're chewing on or contemplating lately. And it speaks, of course, of just this is a time of transformation. This is a time of letting something go, but something else will come in. There's always growth from all of these experiences, not just growth like the wheel moving as the world turns, you know. Then we have the Eight of Waves. I'm trying to see what these images are. I don't have my glasses and the light is not ideal. But we have a flamingo. It looks like on ice or on the water. Eight of Waves and fantasize. So what I would encourage you with this, in conjunction of course with the Death card, is you have this opportunity here, right? You're in a time of transformation. You're in a time of crossing through, of picking up a foot to take the next step, so to speak, leaving another step behind as you do, as you ascend, as you progress and move forward. So there's encouragement here to daydream about it, to really let your imagination and your inner mind, your fantasy, your ability to fantasize, right, to really go and manifest through that. The other card that we have here is the Wheel of Fortune. How freaking funny. I was just saying, right, as the world turns. This card here says journey. It has some gorgeous markings to represent, I believe these are what Angela Mary Magick puts on they're for compasses. And there's like a little black cat's face in the middle. How cute. With this, what is this? First quarter moon. So, yeah, you're really in a place of change. You're in a place of huge change right now, of activations, of, kind of letting go so that something else can come in. Not so that, just and something will. I never like to make it sound like, oh, you have to do that, or else you can't have the next thing, as if we're comparing them, as if we're trading one thing for another, and as in something now doesn't hold value and now something new will. I don't really like to look at it that way. It feels a little yucky, but more so, it's just inevitable, that is the journey, that is the wheel of fortune, that is the turn of the wheel, that is the cycle at play. So I hope that this message speaks to you. And we're going to be calling in the guardians for you to hold space for this transformative period, this point of flux that you're going through. And to hold the field as well for your imagination field, your astral field, your spirit world, your subtle realms, so that these fantasies, or these daydreams, or these methods of kind of manifesting first in the astral or the subtle are protected and are not influenced by, quote unquote, negativity that will inhibit those that imagination or those dreams. So we're gonna call in these guardians behind you, in front of you, to the sides, above your head, below your feet. I'm just gonna spray my hand here. Channel through. First, just getting things moving, holding the field, clearing the space, creating the space for you to dream, to fantasize, to play, to let your imagination go wild. And to call in all your activations through this period of flux. It's like a crab that sheds its outer shell, and now it's soft, so it does feel a bit more vulnerable, but it's also a time where, if we're truly playing in the subtle realms, we can do a little bit more designing, right? We can shift things in different ways and evolve ourselves into something more dictated through our own subtle forces, kind of calling it forward. Alright, so I'm going to use this roller ball with some really yummy oil in here anyway. I believe it's like a tobacco patchouli, and the little ball itself is a leopard skin jasper. So we're just going to use this with the intentions of calling in those high activations of yourself. Invite that imagination to play in the subtle realms, to bring forward your ideals, your manifestations, facets of self that you invite, that you declare, that you command to come forward from the depths of your potential, or maybe not the depths, but from the bottomless well of your limitless potential, to come forward, to be seen, to be known, to be felt, to be expressed, to be acted upon, to be guided by. Over the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, up to the hairline, around the hairline, around the ear, to the other, the jaw, the throat. And because that card's a journey, not everyone is super good at journeying experiences right away, but I'd encourage you to find a guided meditation to support journey work if that resonates with you. But if not, your dreams are always opportunities to invite experiences, to allow things to process, to smooth and soften the experience of this flux, of this transformation, of this rebirth. Those of you who watched all of them or watched the whole thing, thank you. I hope that all of the card piles resonate in some way. They certainly do for me. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this little video tonight. Again, please head over, I'll follow the link below, to Angela Mary Magick's YouTube channel if you'd like to participate in her giveaway. I love the deck, it's so fun, and I'm just so proud of my friends. Like, how am I so lucky? I have such cool friends. And yeah, I'm just very honored. Thank you so much to those of you in the Patreon community. We're really growing over there. There's over 900 people right now, and I just can't believe it. I do have some more plans for projects next year. Actually, something tangible I'm going to be launching, but I'm going to offer it only to Patreon first as I continue to develop it and play and get feedback and things like that. So there's always Patreon if you're looking for teachings or community or long form point of view sessions. I do one a month for like a long video people are always asking me for. And I want to special thank as well those of you who have been so blessed and completely so honored to facilitate your Reiki training, your Reiki attunements especially, and just let you know how much I honor those experiences and what it means to me. So thank you so much. And everyone else, like, thank you so much for being here. Your comments, your engagement, your likes really, really, really do help the channel. So I thank you so very much. Alright, so from the very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine within you, within me, to this connection, this energy, this life shit that we're all a part of somehow, so unfathomably, and so connected, and so sovereign, like all this crazy cool stuff. It's awesome. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you so much for allowing me to share a tiny piece of your path today, and for you to be such a big piece of mine. Thank you again. Much love to you, and namaste.